Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to Points of Light. I am Nordrenok, and we are here to play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, set in the world of Eberron. I will be the Dungeon Master as usual, and while most of us are here, and we're doing this a little later because, life got in the way. I stayed up a little too late watching Vox Machina, the new season, and watching a documentary on the art of Dungeons & Dragons, which is pretty fascinating. And of course, again, real life got in the way. So while most of us are here later than usual, Erin, for some reason, wasn't able to get on. I tried reaching out to her, haven't gotten back. I hope she gets on, and I hope that she's okay. It's been a bit of a crazy past couple of weeks in real life, but yeah. Hopefully things will smooth out from then on out. Don't you all agree? Yeah, so anyway. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, who's up for a bit of a recap?
Last session, you forgot. You decided to send a purple worm after us, which had a challenge rating of over double the party level.
Well,
and you forgot that one of us likes to add things to Catapult and has the ability to harvest purple worm venom. So we've got 10,000 gold worth of purple worm venom, 12d6 points of fucking poison damage to be used with the Catapult spell, also known as the fuck you, die ammo.
If they fail on a dexterity save at first, just want to let you know, and then they'll have to succeed or fail on a Constitution saving throw. So there are a couple of steps to that. Just saying.
Yeah.
Make those files
both
count.
Both of those are real high DCs though, so.
Fuck. I did not think things through sometimes.
Last time, we also had a swallowed warforged and his wee little and a wee little baby shooting from the inside.
Yeah, that was like the
everyone else shooting from the outside. Let's see. We almost lost someone. We found a very polite blue dragon and gave them what they wanted.
A somewhat suspicious but nice blue dragon.
And then we traveled off to a
I was going to go into the recap. Sorry for interrupting.
I just want to show off that I take notes.
That you do. Note takers, the MVP, as Jacob the bits from XP to level 3 says. Note takers, the MVP.
I'm not just a note taker. I bring snacks, but we're on Discord, so
you have
they're mine.
You have all the snacks to yourself, lucky bastard. Anyway, we're getting off track.
I got you some barbecue chips last night.
Ooh. Yeah. Erin's in the green. Looks like Erin is in the green on Discord. I'll message her again. With a turbo poke. Anyway, so previously. And before I continue, is everyone ready for a recap? For real.
Let's wait for if Erin's gonna get on.
But yeah.
Otherwise, we'll have to do the recap twice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she'll remember.
Alright.
It's mostly for the benefit of the viewers, anyway.
True.
So anyway, previously, after the party set up camp, Abe had stumbled upon a strange homunculus, partially buried in the sands of the Blade Desert. When he dug it out, more of its form revealed itself, resembling a 6-foot-tall praying mantis. While it could not speak, it did lead the party to a husk of a warforged colossus out in the middle of the desert. There, not only did they met Clacky, a clockwork and automaton, like the equivalent of a steel defender, that sort of thing.
It's shaped like an 8.
They also met a sentient docent named, Dot.
Docent.
Docent named Dot. It also, it also referred to the Mantis automaton as Manta. Dot told its story, where an artificer was drafted to make machines of war. However, she fled with her constructs and stole a half-inch colossus. She hoped to hide in the desert, but she perished in the effort. And the Dawson gained sentience, her memories, and her personality. The Dawson had requested the party's help in finding its friend Glim, a living glitter dust spell who powered the warframe. The party agreed and set out to investigate. With the crew's help, they were able to track down Glim, who was being worshipped by a couple dust methods. While Glim wanted to see more of the world, beyond the confines of the warframe.
We did not murder any of.
Surprisingly enough, yes, beyond the confines of the warframe. Thankfully, Abe convinced Glim to return to her crew with her new friends. With a total DC check, check of 31. So essentially a natural 20. Those natural 20s don't actually make only natural 20s, natural ones only work as attack rolls, but it's nice it's a nice thought, you know. The task done and their rewards received from the crew, the party chose to keep their existence a secret. They said their goodbyes, and they began their journey back to Sharn. But before we get to the main thing, that's where we are right now. You have been rewarded with a couple things, as specifically the 200 Electrum coins from the Purple Worm in a previous session. And
I got a question on those.
Yeah.
When you get a moment.
Yeah, we're working over the reward. So, and
when you got a moment.
Yeah, and you also been rewarded with 2 common magic items, of which is a clockwork amulet and yes, a Carly Strixhaven mascot. Sorry, it's pronounced mascot. So yeah, however, most of the items you have went through in the warframe seems to be of personal use to the deceased artificer. Whether or not you would take those personal belongings, that would be up to you. But let me take a look at the so a personal effects of the deceased artificer: clothing, a small bag of coins worth 15 gold total, cosmetic jewelry, mostly glass beads worth 10 gold pieces total, a scholar's pack, and a small mechanical beetle with a wind-out key in its back. These are very personal and sentimental, as much as you have as you could gather. However, as you can gather, that they're probably sentimental to the artificer and probably to the crew. Sorry. But thankfully, they wouldn't mind if you however, the crew would be okay if you take the common magic items, since you've done the hard work, as well as a scroll of glitter dust. I will describe what I will copy and paste what the item does in the chat on our Discord. It's a scroll of glitter dust. There you go. Just had to quickly copy and paste. Don't worry. Oh, don't mind me. Just gonna cover it for a bit. So you know what it does. So who will take the clockwork amulet?
I believe the artificer should probably take that.
Okay. So, apparatus, you before you set up, you make your return journey to Gatherhold. You take the this interesting looking amulet, which is a copper amulet containing tiny interlocking gears. And
what does it do though? If you want me to make any rolls, I can do that.
Or you don't quite recognize it, but once you make your journey, you can like make just like do some like identifying yourself with either identify spell or experimentation with the amulet.
Let me double check to see if I can identify.
It's on your spell list, but you will need to switch your spells because, well, you will need to prepare them.
We're taking a train back, right?
Not only just a train back, but airship. You're right.
Yeah, so it's going to be a few days. I'll do that during the travel back home.
Yeah, travel time.
Yeah.
So what's it do? Because if it would be more useful to someone else, apparatus has no issue.
When you make an attack roll while wearing the amulet, you can forego rolling the d20 to get a 20 on the die. Once used, this property can be used again until the next dawn.
Now, is this only a martial attack, or is it also for stealth?
Any attack roll?
Attack roll.
Oh shit! Damn it! Catapult is a dex save.
Yep.
Who else? Is there anyone that specializes in crits in the party?
It says 10 on the die, so no crits.
Oh, 10 on the die. Sorry, I thought you said 20 on the die.
He did. He just messed up.
Yeah, I thought it said 10. So yeah, 10. If it were 20, that would have been another thing.
Once per day for 20? That's
crazy.
Then you said this is pretty low tier.
Yeah, pretty low tier. So 10.
Yeah, I believe it's uncommon.
It's a common magic item.
Who's got the highest highest attack bonus for a regular attack?
If I remember right, that would be
Me.
Aiden. Aiden makes some pretty reliable attacks.
Yeah, someone that, a 10 is likely to hit pretty much whatever they want. Or whatever they're going after.
Sorry?
It's a little like during your trip back to Gatherhold, so I'm going to say it'll take you a couple days to get back to Gatherhold. You've been out of the desert for around the same amount of time.
Before we leave, I do want to give one look around to try and see if I could find the name of the artificer. Because I wanted to know that, and I just want to see if I can find it.
So it's in the diary, and
I thought you said you didn't do that.
I really should have
Oh yeah, that's right. Last time you mentioned that, and then you wrote it down, but couldn't remember where you wrote it down.
I
forgot.
There's a name. There is a name. Okay, there is a name. Okay, Dorothea. I'll copy and paste the name in the chat.
Dorothea?
Dorothea, yeah. You got that the name is Dorothea.
Bird, I'm going to hand that name over to Dot.
Dorothea.
She from Kansas?
I knew you were going to make that reference.
Is the automaton's name Toto? I didn't write down what the
Clacky is the
I know.
Clacky
you got Dot, Manta, and Clacky.
Manta, Clacky, and Glim. And Dot.
Glim.
So no Toto.
Not yet.
And they're not in Kansas.
That we know of.
And there's no such thing as Kansas in the world of Eberron, by the way. It probably is equivalent of Kansas. That's probably...
Yeah. That would probably be part of the Eldin Reaches or part of Ondare.
Yeah.
Very flat and agricultural.
I think that's northern Ondare, I think, or southern Ondare. It's one of those two. Anyway, are you all ready to leave the Blade Desert and return to Gatherhold?
I did what I wanted. I wanted to hand the name over to Dot. So that's all I wanted to do.
All right, and you decide to keep their existence a secret.
Yeah,
Got it.
I asked for it.
All right. So you return to the town of Gatherhold.
Oh, how
I just discovered something on D&D Beyond. If I click the hit/DC or the damage for my attacks and stuff, it'll roll dice across the screen. That's cool. I didn't know that.
That's been like a theme since pretty much the beginning.
Yeah, they'll roll the dice for you on these things.
Well, I like the clickety clacks, the real clickety clacks. So that's what I've been using for years. And then I discovered on Roll20, you can roll them across the screen so everyone sees, which I thought was cool too.
And you can do that on D&D Beyond as well.
Yeah, but the dice don't actually roll.
Yeah, they do. They clattered across the screen.
On roll. Oh, I thought you were roll 20.
Oh, no, yeah, on Roll22. You have to go in the advanced settings, but watch. Let's roll.
Yeah. So, you return back to the city of Gatherhold, back to the sprawl of squat buildings, bustling streets, and quite colorful same as always. Since you last left.
Cool. Just rolled 7d20s across the screen.
Nice. I couldn't see it on my screen.
Actually, did pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You didn't see your good rolls.
and as you return the raptors to the stables, the middle-aged halfling Ratha looks to you, whips up a quick smile after you say your goodbyes, and she replies with, "And you as well. If you're stopped by Gatherhold again, hit me up for a drink or two."
It's been fun.
She nods and says, "Well, like you said, goodbye. Perhaps we will see each other again." Yeah, bit of an awkward to repeat, but still, it's been a strange, but eventful journey, no?
It's been fun.
So, are you ready to return to your airship, the Celeste Noir?
Yep.
Everyone else, or would you like
Yeah.
to make any last minute business arrange like need you do anything at the last minute?
I think I'm good.
Wait,
Let's see if we can sell that empty the freebie bottle. It's got no use other than a cool mantelpiece.
also, yeah, I just have a question on something.
Yeah. What
I
is
got
it?
2 bits. The Electrum pieces, did you ever figure out if they're like a common use item, like they're acceptable currency, or is this going to be a collector's hunt?
Well, you take a
Are
look
they
at
pretty ancient?
they look pretty
I believe
old.
you said they look pretty old.
Yeah, they're pretty.
They probably be collector's items with the value of basically what was given as treasure.
Essentially, yes. Electrum is not a common currency in the modern age.
Especially since that is old electric, not modern electric. So we can probably find a collector that would basically give us a limited value.
So, Electrum is the equivalent
Okay.
of
It's a gold-silver alloy.
yes.
Yep. It's worth half a gold, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
No,
Half a gold, 5 silver.
I thought Electrum was worth... No, sorry, that's platinum. Yeah.
So basically 2 Electrum is equal to 1 gold. You
Okay, then I'll just
you
keep.
can go ahead and roll me an investigation check to see if you can find someone willing to trade with the Electrum. By the way,
I'll give you advantage if you want.
when you have arrived back in Gatherhold, it's rather a little early in the day, mid to late morning. Yeah. The streets are bustling with activity. You see merchants like, "Come get your bread!" You hear one merchant, and the other says like, "Who wants a wand that is also a pen?"
Oh, that guy's back.
This wand casts ink every time you put it to paper or parchment or anything else.
It's a bit of a reference to another campaign I'm in. So, if you get it, you get it.
Does it
Amalgam
make
will
more?
go with. I'll give you advantage on it with the help thing because Amalgam's going to be trying to find someone to buy the freebie bottle.
I
or
will
freebie
allow that.
jar.
I will allow that. So, Abe, go ahead and roll an investigation with advantage.
Yeah, alright.
Korski, in the meantime, Huntford, in the meantime, what are you doing? Would you return to the airship, or would you like to make any last minute business arrangements?
19.
Because
19 either way.
to arrange anymore, so he just boards the airship.
So you get on the airship and wait for the others. Airship follows suit. Aiden, what are you doing?
I think I'll go into the airship. I don't think I have much else to do.
Yeah, you did what you could with job working for House Thorask. If I mispronounce Silicon, let me know. Anyway,
Yeah, pretty sure it's just pronounced the Rask.
House
With
Thorask.
the Rask. Let me see.
So yeah, I'm gonna say it took you a couple hours to find a good merchant, but you did found one who's looking to who's like a customer. Well, let's see what we have here, and you showed off the electrum. Says, you know, some may call this junk, but me, I call them treasure. He says with a bit of a smile. So this is like a little halfling.
So much, I'd sell my sister if I had
With a
one.
halfling wears like a bandana on his head, like twirls around a bit of a piece of wheat in his mouth. Nods. So,
Yeah.
you know, kind of like investigate each of the coins you've gathered. Says, electron. Haven't seen one of those. I can gather. Well, I could sell that for about 100 gold. No more, no less. Deal?
So, flat exchange, eh?
More or less, yeah. Meanwhile,
Is there it's not
meanwhile,
a barter skill anymore.
that would be like a
I don't know if I
persuasion check.
want. Should I try and squeeze a little extra out of this, or just take the flat exchange?
It's going to be a bit of a difficult to. I would say it's going to be a bit of a high DC to.
I cannot give you advantage on this. In fact, if apparatus tried, most likely you would be getting disadvantage because apparatus has a -1 persuasion.
Oh, I really wish I could use this number. I was holding my dice and dropped it, and it rolled a 19.
Oh no!
I really wish I could use that number.
Roll again. Get a 2.
Ooh, everyone responded. Everyone responded. Yeah. Okay. Looks like she's getting on. So anyway,
I don't see how we could lose this. Like, it is a desert treasure. We found this buried deep in a desert while we were out there searching around.
What else did you find?
And our friend. Oh, we're here to sell the bottle too, right?
Yeah.
we found
A bottle. He looks at the bottle.
A fruity bottle.
A fruity bottle. I could you can perhaps I can buy this for I could say 20 gold.
I don't know how much the fruity bottle's actually worth.
I'm just winning at this point, so don't worry. Yeah, people have found fruity bottles like this, and this looks pretty authentic, but it's pretty much dime a dozen in places like the Blade Desert. So, 20 gold?
Sure.
Alright. I don't know if I want to try.
So that's going to be a total of 120 gold, more or less.
The apparatus will spread the love to everyone.
Split the gold.
I'll take
Split the gold among you.
take the 200 out of my inventory.
Or, actually, no, apparatus does not have the personality that would have asked if anyone wanted some souvenirs.
So 120 gold between 5 of us?
Yeah, so 120 divided by 5 would...
Or 6?
It'll be around 5.
Oh, 5. Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
So... Why am I blanking on how this math works?
Alright, so 120, so that would be, so divide by 5, so,
20. It's 20.
It's 24.
24.
24.
Yeah, 24 gold for the each of you. I'll write that down somewhere. 24 gold. Yeah, 24 Galliford gold, just to specify. It's a bit of an interchangeable term at this point.
Is there any other?
Oh, good. I thought that maybe we'd be using Zendric gold. Maybe Sarlonin.
Or fool's gold?
No, I'm pretty sure we would just set fire to the fucking Sol at that point.
Yeah, so everyone gets gold?
Yeah, so 24 gold. 24 gold for the each of you. So, pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah.
Would you return? So, are you ready to return to the airship?
I'm gonna
Oh, I wanted to look
Look.
around.
real quick at a. Let's see. Filter. Here, common and uncommon.
This is the biggest market we've been to, right?
No, Sharn's bigger.
Yeah, but
Is it a sizable?
this place will probably have stuff that would be difficult to get in Sharn.
Like, is this like a trading hub, kind of Arabian market thing?
What exactly are you looking for?
Magic item.
What kind of
I
magic
want to
item?
try that. A way for me to cast sending.
A sending stone?
No.
A sending scroll?
Scroll or gem. The scroll's easier.
Most likely a scroll, and
Actually, this being Eberron, it will probably be a gem.
The gem's a one rarity above to get something that'll cast sending.
No, I mean, so Kyber, in Eberron, Kyber crystals that basically function as scrolls are common.
that would depend on most likely
Mechanically, it's the same thing.
So most likely you, as far as I can tell, most likely you just probably find a one-use scroll of sending.
Yeah, on anyone.
Yeah, and to the stream, apologies for the sudden Facebook pings. I was in a bit of a chat with Erin. She's not able to join us for this week, but hopefully she can join us next week. Anyway, so sorry, I lost my train of thought. So you're looking for sending, for like basically a sending scroll at this point? Apologies, it's yeah, had to do a bit of winging it. Spell scroll. All right, so it's a so sending is a third level spell, so uncommon scroll. So consumable items are more common than non-consumable items, so you have to have a bit of an easy time. But Dave's not so as far as you can tell, everyone else is waiting for you to come back. So up to you. Know what I mean?
I mean, I'd say we were looking for a couple. You said a couple hours, so we were looking. I would have kept an eye out for it.
Go ahead and
Is there a thing? Yeah.
as far as you can tell, there's just a lot going on. Go ahead and roll me and let me think. There's not enough time in the day. If you go ahead and search, it would take a bit more time.
So I didn't spot it while I was moving around. Okay.
Yeah, you probably have better luck at Sharn.
Can I try to find Wait, no, never mind.
Spin the sending spell. So you're looking around, be good. Yeah.
Anyway, so would you return to the ship?
Yeah.
Alrighty, you return to
I'm gonna make it too much of a priority.
You return to the Celeste Noir with more members of your party waiting for you, and the crew, piloted by. Give me a second. I got the tab up. I'm prepared for this. Okay. Silken has been here until recently, with the pilot being Demetrius de Lyandar, and yes, he kind of looks like Butch from Fallout 3.
Butch. Oh. Tell Snickly.
Yeah. And it's like, huh. So, waiting on the deck, his hands at the wheel, and it's like, oh, Appy. Abe. You took longer than usual. What kept you?
Just getting some more party funds around together.
Fair enough.
Wait. Shit. Souvenirs. Whoops.
Well.
Here, and then Apparatus kind of looks like.
I mean, we've got this chunk of purple worm carapace here, so I think that counts.
Here's some, yeah, and he just kind of hands out some money to everyone.
Hands out what exactly?
The money.
And everybody's gold out.
Alright. So stuff like
Everyone has an 8 in charisma, so.
Awkwardness.
Yeah.
So you're on the airship. So before we set off, I can pick out a route for you. We can just go back to where we came through. Give me a second. He snaps his fingers. We have two options. One, we can go over the Kraken Bay, which would take us less time, but it's a little risky because on the off chance we might find some, steel krakens. And he shivers. Steel krakens.
Okay, out of character. The fuck? There's basically warforged krakens? God damn it, we need Jeff Goldblum here. Fucking shirt open, chest magnificently oiled. Your people were too concerned with whether they could.
It was the last war. People were nuts.
No. That is not something to go nuts for. That is, hey, Jimbo, hold my magic rod. Watch this shit.
Well, that's probably House Canada in a nutshell sometimes. Anyway.
I took 3 whole pounds of Quaaludes and 4 ounces of Preventin, and look what I made. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's going to the fucking bay. Oh shit, it can swim.
Anyway,
no, did you hear me? I did.
You were. It was a lot to a little hard to catch up with my brother making a joke and you laughing. So yeah. So what were you saying, Lego? Lego, are you there?
I hope I said this last time. I don't know, so that's why I'm asking. I did say I wanted to grab a chunk of the purple worm carapace, one of the plates.
Yeah, you how big would you?
We were cutting it open,
Yeah,
so
it's probably gonna be like about yay big, about the width of my.
We can't see your fucking hands, dude.
I'm gonna say.
I just imagine like it's the shield-sized thing.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, you know, find someone to fashion into a shield or like part of a breastplate or some shit.
Yeah. I imagine I've had to have it like wrapped up in the carpet this whole time, and the carpet's very wonky looking.
Well, that's an interesting purple tie-dye you got on that carpet. I'm surprised it didn't fucking just dissolve, but okay.
Yeah, some people earlier were like just giving you a strange look, just like, what?
Or I've got a rope. It probably fits.
Yeah. Anyway, second option, which is longer but the safer route. We can just go back to where we came the VDI car, then drone hold. It would take about like 2 or 3 days either way, like on average, so to speak. I think I can like calculate, so like it would take us less than 3 days if we go the faster route to the Kraken Bay, or it would take us about 3 days, close to 3 days, if we take the to go through drone hold and stuff. Your call.
Either we've already used up our bad luck by having a purple worm descend on us, or it's a bad luck streak.
Isn't that a chaos storm the way we came?
Oh, through Gear 3, yeah.
You fuckers go out and fight a chaos storm? The DM in the other campaign I'm doing has been teasing us with that for like 6 fucking months.
Yeah, and you fought
But actually, I think it was specifically the Harrow Chaos Storm, so it was like the challenge rating 18.
Oh, you fought a Storm Elemental, and Apparatus used the Vortex Warp to basically get it off the ship.
How about no? Bye-bye.
Basically, yeah, it's crazy. And the DM in your other campaign didn't do this?
No, she's like, oh, that might kill your party. It's like, bitch, we got a fighter with over 300 fucking hit points. At most, it'll tickle his nutsack.
Yeah, Kiriti, the Journey Chaos. Yeah, it was around the time when Kiriti was conterminous with the
Coterminus.
Conterminus, I think.
I gotta mute for a second.
Sure. Oops, I think I got it wrong. Okay, but yeah, you came by, but you stumbled upon a manifest selling to Kirisi and like fire hurricane and everything in the sky. It was crazy. I got a couple things wrong, but whatever.
I'm gonna kick that weatherman's ass.
Anyway, so up to you. So which way would you like to go?
How long ago was the area of Coterminus? How many days since we went back through there?
It's been about close to 2 weeks. Yeah, more than 2 weeks for you. So like 6, 12. Yeah, more than 13. Close to 3 weeks.
Okay, and how long are for things? Probably nowhere near that fucking long.
Okay,
So,
I'm back.
we can do the safer option. Get
Yeah.
some. We should probably do the safer option, because with how badly we got the shit kicked out of us by that purple worm, we probably need an extra an extra day or two just to recuperate, kind of fix our shit.
Oh, you don't want to fight a mecha kraken?
I mean, I kind of do.
Actually, I'm not sure how it would hurt us up in the air.
Alright, I'm switching the backgrounds.
There you go.
Alrighty.
Wait, now I'm just seeing this picture from the oatmeal. The Kraken's on the beach. He's like, "Stop going pee-pee in the ocean!" But now it's a metal one that's like, "Stop spilling oil in the ocean!"
Anyway, so, safer route. Ugh, good. Last time...
What's cracking, my fellow beachgoers?
Oh, good. Already have enough craziness, with the storm elemental, no?
Yep, assuming he's not still there.
It's
Because then he
nuts.
might be a little upset at us.
Wait, you want to fight a kraken? Like a mecha kraken? Are you nuts?
Wouldn't be the worst idea I've had this week.
Also,
Okay, back up.
it's novel. That would be cool. Did I use that term right? Cool? Is that what the hip kids say? Those kids at the market were weird. They weren't weird. They're normal kids. But, again...
Here's the, and I send you the...
Apparatus has a charisma of 8, so... and treats their goddamn turret like their kid.
Yeah, so
their idea of what kids should be like are probably kind of
So this
weird.
is like most of the crew, except for Elbury, who's not with you. She's off on a bit of her own thing. You're not sure why. Just a bit of a quick recap. So, anyway, so he hauls up to the rest of the crew, which is only just like him. It's like, oh, we're just gonna set out then. So, do you mind like helping out, like set up this? Okay, we're setting sail. If you could call this, this little airship, like, and the ring of fire just like glows, like comes to life, and the airship ascends back from the shore of Lake Kyrie and back to Sharn. This will take about 3 days to get to Sharn, since they're taking the safer route. So, what would you like to be doing in the meantime?
I think you said it'd be 3 days faster. You mean it'd take less than a day?
3 days.
I
No,
thought you said
basically,
the other
the
route was
dangerous
3
one-
days fast.
A dangerous one takes about several hours. Cuts down about several hours. But
Oh, only by hours. Okay.
so, what do you be doing in the meantime? And by the way, part of the route involves like looking at like, although it's a bit of a distance away, you can barely see the misty borders of the moorland.
I wonder if that weird fucking Inquisitor ever made it out of there. She was creepy. That's right, I'm making a reference to the fucking module the Halloween module that lasted 3 fucking months. Hello, Faza. You are stuck in that fucking city. Good, because you are a fucking blight upon society.
Oof.
You lawful, evil, torturous little bitch.
Oh God! Wow. Okay. So what?
I'm gonna let myself be captured so that I can get out and use their own tools against them. Every time.
So anyway, what do each of you want to do in the meantime on the ship?
Like I said earlier, one of the things Apparatus is going to do is spend some time figuring out the items that we got.
Yeah. So, currently Strixhaven mascot, and though it's everyone's side would call it like cuddly magical doll or something, or cuddly Ondarian doll.
Well, there's
I don't know.
there's Arcana or Arcanist or whatever the hell it's Arcanix. In Ondare, there's Magical College in Sharn.
Fair enough.
But again, if any of the characters is trans and holds on to it, it should be a Blauhai.
Will that joke work? Just a little, just curious. Anyway, Anyway, so you're doing, so you're studying.
Or if it's a little halfling, like an especially short one, it should be that big fucking like unicorn plushie from Despicable Me.
It's so fluffy. I like that. I like that. So anyway, so you spent some time studying some of the loot you've gathered. Yeah. Abe, what are you doing in the meantime? Abe?
I'd just be helping out around the ship, I assume.
Yeah, you also like helped out around the crew. Who exactly would you be helping? Like there's the ship's surgeon Benjamin Octavius. There's also the chief choreographer Natsuko Hayashi. There's also the quartermaster and the ship's quartermaster Oliver Ramoel.
What's Eberron's equivalent of Japan?
It's really hard to pin down. Because yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, just one of these names is not like the others. My name's Frank. My name's Williams. My name's Abigail. My name is Hideyoshi Namaretsunatsana. As I butchered that fucking name.
And yeah, the ship's gunner's name is Brunhild Kildeburn.
I just said this is probably like
Yeah, a bit of a long story with
trip
Slash
down
Noir.
memory.
Yeah, a bit of a long story with the Celeste Noir airship.
Noir, by the way, is one syllable, not two.
Celeste Noir.
No. Noir, not noir.
Alright,
Noir.
thanks.
I had this conversation like every 3 goddamn days with my roommate's kid because she loves Magnificent Ladybug and Cat Noir, and she keeps on pronouncing it Noir. And it's like, I did not take 4 years of French just to hear you say Noir every fucking day.
Anyway, Ian.
Noir.
Yeah, so Ian, what do you be doing in the meantime?
Up around the ship, it's just kind of memory.
What is there to do on the ship?
Recuperate.
Recuperate. Be on the lookout for
Does anyone in the party do anything with repairing armor and shit, or is that up to the artificer with mending? Because like I said, we got the shit kicked out of us by that purple worm. We got shit that needs fixing.
Yeah, your leather coat is kind of like partially dissolved, like their holes thanks to the acid. Much to your disappointment.
Because looks like Apparatus is going to be spending the entire damn time. I think I called them Amalgam earlier. No, that's the Warforged at the beginning of the tutorial level of DDO. Sorry. Yeah, so let's see. Because mending takes like a whole minute just to do small bits.
Yeah, so
yeah, Apparatus is spending pretty much the entire time fixing everyone's shit.
Yeah. Mine doesn't take very long. I use mage armor, so.
Well, you're wearing clothes, so.
Yeah.
You come out of that fight looking like a go-go dancer.
Anyway, Huntford, what do you be doing in the meantime?
No,
Humphrey,
metal patch up. It's very easy
he's
to
just gonna
trade.
look around. Can he help with the ship, or is everything all right?
Demetrius is just like piloting the ship. Like, nope, everything's fine. maybe Natsuko. Yeah, she's the one like looking over the map. Like a little shaken up, just like little just silent. It's just like focusing on her job. So just doing some basic stuff around the ship. Okay, so nothing of note happens. And here one of the crewmates saying, "I wonder if that gargoyle is going to stop by again with his flock of harpies." Wonder if that happened again.
Go over what my possible spell. Let's see. Is web a spell on my spell list?
You okay?
Yep. Okay. Is there any actual risk of harpy attack?
No.
Oh, that's a merchant.
What?
It's a merchant.
Oh. Okay, so I don't need to drop harpies from the sky. Web.
Oh. You can learn web. It is an artificer spell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, prepare, because artificers can prepare the spell like a wizard.
Adventure nerds restoring harmony, a web of light. What the fuck? I was using 5e tools and typed in web. What the hell is this?
Promotional thing, so don't worry about it.
That sounds super suspicious, like you know exactly what it is and you don't want us. Sure.
That's the module we're starting today, actually.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No.
I'm just waiting for, because you have us travel by airship and lightning rail a lot. I'm just waiting for basically Eberron's equivalent of Murder on the Orient Express.
Well, no, we didn't manage that. We got a dream demon we fought. But that was about it.
Yeah, Apparatus, you do recall that, and you were briefly possessed by the quarry. Briefly.
That must have terrified the fucking quarry, though.
Like,
goes into a warforged mind, discovers what makes them alive, goes, oh, no thanks. I can't remember what it is exactly that warforged souls are made out of, but it's weird.
Well, it really depends on the DM. And I really can't say because I would like to keep it a bit ambiguous ambiguous. Sorry. Like
true. There's a shit ton of Eberron that it's is it this or is it that? Most of the evidence points to being one of a few sources, and the most mundane is basically they're the equivalent of the golems from Dragon Age. But the repository of soul energy has been untapped for a while. Because remember, most of the warforged foundries weren't created; they were found.
Yeah. So we're getting a little off track. So finally, you eventually arrive in Sharn. So give me a minute while I switch the scenery.
I was going to make a joke about getting off the train and going, land! But this is Sharn, city of towers. We are not on the fucking land. And if we go high up, we're in the air, literally.
Yes, you're right. You would be right.
Flying.
So anyway, eventually, like it was pretty early in it's still early in the morning as you arrive in the city of towers. As I
so if we took the other route, it would have been the middle of the night.
Sorry, what?
If we took the other route, it would have been the middle of the night.
Yes. I'm doing this for brevity's sake. For brevity's sake and time zones, because oh my god, time zones. They're a pain in the ass. So anyway, You arrive back in Sharn, and you pass through some of the tall towers, the tall but familiar towers and bridges, and passing by, you hear the roar of a dragon, and what appears to be coming soon to a theater near you. And you didn't hear the name of it as you landed in one of the towers. I believe it would be the Lion Dart Tower. And by the way, I believe I do have to make a bit of a correction as I mixed up Dragon Tower with some of the towers. So Lion Dart Tower is one of the towers that's where airships come and go, along with the highest towers. That's the name of the place, highest towers. So I could still be mixing it up. And if I still make that mistake, I will do my best to correct it. Make sense? And I will describe the scene because, well, it's raining. It's raining in the city of Sharn. Cold wind has blown in from the Daggered River, and sheets of icy water fall from the sky. Many pedestrians caught on the fast balcony plazas of the bazaar and Middle Dura have taken shelter under merchant pavilions. The closest apparently belongs to a half-orc sailing spice marcher sweetmeats. This is all happening in one part, so it's raining pretty much everywhere in Sharn at this point, since you're kind of high up. So, yeah.
Lovely day.
By the time you have arrived in Sharn, it is the middle of Eyre. E-Y-R-E, by the way. So, I think by this point it is, close to the later half of the middle of Eyre. I think around the 18th of Eyre. Eyre is everyone's equivalent of April, by the way.
We must stare the fools.
Not sure April Fools exist in Eberron. I would check if I got a moment.
It's just a joke.
I know. You have a little bit of time early in the day. You could spend some time browsing the marketplace, but you have a job to turn in at the Clifftop Adventurers Guild.
I mean, if they're open, I guess we could go get paid. And then go to the market.
Elsif agrees. Says, "Yeah, we should get over to the Clifftop now."
Besides, it's been a month. They're probably a little curious.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Ever since you're brushing with Merrick's to Kenneth. And you hope that things have calmed down since then. You basically accidentally blew up the Silver Mist Theater. You wonder if it's been reconstructed. And as you pass by through the markets, you kind of say, "Extra! Extra!" Stuff like that. The Silver Mist Theater has been rebuilt. And not a moment too soon. That sort of thing. And you hear a different person this time says, "I am selling wands that are also pens."
Is it like a family business or something?
No, it's just a...
It's like the fourth guy who's done that. Who's selling those things?
I think a lot of people sell pens.
But specifically the whole wand that's pen thing.
What kind of pens again?
Wands that are also pens.
Mm.
It's a bit of a running gag. Kind of a running
Oh,
gag.
pens! I heard pants.
Bonds that are also pants.
Oh, what? That'd be interesting.
Weird pants.
I think that should be called casting focus.
Oh man, the mental image I'm getting from this. All right, so you made your way back to Clifftop, which okay, I'm gonna look up the where you were at in the dragon, not dragon tower, but the lion tower. Please don't sue us.
No, it has to be more than 30 seconds for that to happen.
Alright, so you were you start out in Upper Central, so you make your way around to the marketplaces, through various marketplaces. Okay, so no, I take back about the marketplace, but about marketplace and like the merchant and stuff. But you do still hear the like advertisements, like everyone's equivalent of movies, like plays and stuff. It's still raining. And it's cold enough that you can see your breath whenever you breathe. Well, except for Upper Ice, because Upper Ice is a warforged. They can't breathe. They don't breathe at all. So okay, so
enjoying. So it's a rainy day. I like rains.
All right, so Airship. Yeah. So you're in the Lion Tower in the highest towers, Upper Central, and you make your way back to a cliff top, which is in Upper Dura.
Cliff top.
Okay, so it's going to take you about half an hour at least on foot.
I'm making a climb.
All right. It's good to have the map somewhere. Probably, so I'm just gonna screw it. I'm just gonna pull the damn thing and Alright, so Upper City. While I take okay, so Upper Central and in Upper Dura, so it's gonna take you about half an hour at least. Half an hour to get it's still the same level. So it's just gonna take you like about 30 minutes to get from one
So sorry about that. I'm back.
Alright, welcome back. So do all of you like go back to the Clifftop Guild together?
Sure.
I think we have to.
All right. Your turn
We
to
should split the team.
yeah. Never split the party, people.
Always split the party, but make sure everyone's got fucking one of those resurrection tethers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you made your way back to the familiar halls of Clifftop. Even though that's been weeks for you, it does feel like it's been longer than it should, months even. As you made your way back to Laura, the One-Eyed Shifter's office, she's still there.
I know. Did we go through some time shenanigans?
Yeah, she's still there looking over notes. A little haggard, but otherwise looking fine. She looks at you. It's been
Quick, what day is it?
18th of Erie. Or pretty close to
Good.
it.
No time shenanigans have happened.
No time shenanigans, no. Well, welcome back. So, how did it go? She says with a smile.
Fine.
We nearly died in something completely unrelated to the job.
That's part of the course. What? Okay, so... ooh, tell me what happened.
Shahhalud.
Yeah, well, we fought a purple worm and beat it, and I hold up the carapace piece I have.
You did what?
Apparatus holds up a little bag. Careful. Clink, clink. He doesn't, or they don't say clink, clink. He just
The Bible's
very,
vial.
yeah.
What did you find?
More like it found us.
Do you know what we didn't find? and a Freebie, and by the gods we thought we did, we found an empty Afridi bottle, and all the signs that we were being stalked by one. No, a fucking purple worm is what's stalking us.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm surprised that all of you survived in one piece. And it says, yep. And yeah, we also met a strange drow who calls himself Drist. He says that he's from another world. And Laura's like, wait, another world? What do you mean? What do you mean by another world?
He didn't seem to
Well,
be
you
from
have
any
the
of the
Fey
moons.
world.
Sorry, one at a time. What do you say?
It didn't seem to be from any of the moons.
You got the Fey world.
I did hear theories that the arena Cerberus is like a bit of a ward that closes itself off, isolated from the rest of the multiverse. It's just only just theories. I'm sure that Apparatus has known more, and I do hope that Assyrius is doing well. How are they doing? I think if they were at the Flame Keep and probably just returned back to Morgrave, they'll must be doing all right, I suppose. So, what have you found about this warforged Colossus? Did you confirm it, or it's just a rumor?
It is literally a shell of one.
Shell? Did you find anything?
Yes, we found the creations of an artificer named Dorothea. One of her creations has been
It was all just kind of coated in dust and
oh shit, yeah. I forgot that we had promised not to tell anyone about that.
and then the purple worm attacked, and most of it got destroyed.
We've got her journal.
Yep.
Which, out of character, if I remember correctly, Dot became sapient after Dorothea's death, right?
Yes.
Okay. Apparatus has no problem sharing the diary, or sorry, the journal.
Yeah.
A journal?
Because
this is all you found?
Well, we were searching, and then the purple worm attacked.
found some interesting trinkets. Keyword trinkets.
The odd personal effect, but it was nothing much.
An interesting cloak. A fun little clockwork gadget that I can't remember your character's name. Iden?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I didn't.
Yeah.
Iden's currently wearing. Oh, we encountered a blue dragon who was actually quite polite.
Yep.
Wait. Blue Dragon?
Yeah, it was on round 1 of our mission.
Yes.
Oh, the tribe. Also, what happened with the tribe? What happened to the tribe?
They got alchemy stone. Yeah, no, they got giant death machine.
And that was just that. Yeah, we destroyed it. That's machine brings down dragon shards from the sky. Cyber dragon shards, I think.
Cyber's dragon shards in the sky with
Yeah.
Yeah, it was meant to print
Wait,
dragon
no.
shards, but it kills everything.
Losing the sky with Cyber's dragon shards. Okay, there we go.
One of them insists on preserving the machine, for profit, but we wouldn't have any of it.
And then, partially to rub it in his face, but also because it was a better thing to do, we took some of those dragon shards that Mr. Bastard wanted to sell, because he's a greedy shit, and we gave it to the dragon. The look on his face. The look on his face.
You.
And then Apparatus goes, describes it for a whole minute. And then, expects Laura to laugh at the end.
She chuckles, pinches the bridge of her nose, and says, "You met a dragon. That is unusual. I've did hear of, rogue dragons."
Laura, this is Sharn. We meet dragons a lot. We just don't know they're dragons.
Yes, yes, I did hear of, well, a certain organization that calls itself Chamber. Bit of a long story on that.
Not only that, the what's the dragon collective called in Sarlana?
That's Arlon Argosian.
Yeah, what are they called?
Like I said, the Chamber. I think, I think Chamber. I think they're the ones that like keep an eye on the Draconic prophecy. Your character knows this because you have a high intelligence, high arcana, high history. Yeah, you probably like know the basics.
And they have lots of agents in almost every major city.
Yeah, eyes and ears everywhere.
And Sharn is one of the most major cities in the world. So
She nods. Yeah, yeah. Which is, I wonder what that dragon wants exactly with that dragon shard. Dragon.
Well, he promised he wasn't going to kill anybody with it, so.
Oh, let's hope he keeps to that promise. Beware, you know what they say, beware of the gifts of dragons.
what did we get out of that, by the way?
Not fighting the dragon. This is me speaking as
No
TM.
loot from that one. Unless somebody tried to salvage
Anyway,
the chicken.
Unfortunately, I couldn't promise you the full reward of 500 gold for each of you. These are a little tight as they are, so
Word.
the most I can give you is about half the promised reward. My apologies. I still have to we as a guild has to cover a lot of expeditions left and right. So 250 gold for each of you. My sincerest apologies. Besides,
You want to make it up? Give us a ride back.
although
From base.
I do have a couple things I need to mention. Look over the notes.
Said 250 to everybody.
Yeah, 250.
Humphrey grumbles very significantly.
250 gold, right?
Yeah, 250 gold. Yep.
Apparatus is really sad about the fact that they can't scowl or frown.
Like I said,
In fact, he says, or they say, Lord,
Scowl.
you can't see it because I'm warforged, but Grr growl disappointed.
yeah.
And if I decided to make Apparatus more of a jokester, he would have, or they would have pulled out a Sharpie and did angry
Yeah,
eyebrows.
so... Oh, by the way,
Only I bought that one.
yeah, Szechuan's off on a bit of an errand. I'm sure she'll be back soon, but I'll let her know that she's stopping by. That you stopped by. By the way, a couple things I want to mention to each of you. So, Antonia de Medeni is still looking to matters between Merrick's and she looks around. Looks around her office and the Swords of Liberty. So I thought I'll let you. I'll let you know on the update. So she's still working on it. Last I've heard, last I've heard from her, she's dealing with the Silver Flame and one other things. I think it's a Silver Flame. Making some sort of holy visit to Sharn.
Gross. I mean, ooh, what an opportunity.
Indeed. Although, I actually do have another job for you. She strains herself and strains herself in her chair.
How can you afford it?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Press X to doubt.
And she, but before I do so, I do have a couple letters from the Esoteric Order of Eberron. 2 letters. One for you, Apparatus, and one for you, Huntford. You've been making quite a bit of a splash. If I do say so myself, you're climbing up on the ladder. Eh?
Alfred's gonna.
Yeah, we're climbing up the ladder of wage theft. That's for sure.
Ha! Well, it's been a off day for me.
Sorry, that was out of character.
Okay. Oh,
Actually, no. Apparatus being a warforged would probably be kind of pissed off about that.
about what?
Wage theft of warforged. There's
Oh,
a reason why there was a riot in the Cogs.
well, not exactly a riot, but a protest. Anyway,
Shit got burnt down.
Yeah, there's a very thin line.
fair enough. Anyway, she also slides
Well,
another letter and says, "I know a friend of mine, Ash. Back during the war, she saved my life despite having servitude to Berland. I think Berland. She slides the letter and says, "I'll read it out loud to you, my friend Laura. I know that we have not spoken since the war. However, if this letter reaches you, I implore your associates to come to the Black Bones district of Sharn. Someone is murdering Warforged. I have heard of their recent exploits. I hope that they can put an end to the terror that haunts my home. Look for me in the Red Hammer. Ask anyone in Black Bones for directions. Your covenant arms, Ash."
Why is Ash asking for your associates and not you?
Well, someone's got
That's a
to run the place around. And besides, she looks at you.
And shortchanges.
I'm not really trained in like all sorts of investigation, like solving murders and stuff. That's you.
Specifically, Apparatus, who has the +8, I think, in investigation.
Yes, we'll say.
Not only that, but even if you were like as far as I know, still an honorary member of House Kenneth, you're Warforged. If a Warforged is looking into Warforged matter, that would put things at ease.
Plus, I think if the chief showed up, because I think if the police chief around town showed up, a lot of
Yeah, tension.
crooks would lay low.
Yeah, things despite the protests earlier this year, things have got a little tense. So there might be some connection. I don't know. So
Way more discreet than you, I guess. Who knows?
indeed.
Junior,
At least I'm home turf.
dangerous. You're going in the backpack.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, like I'm trying to make the sounds for like BB. I'm just like being like your turret is still dormant, so can't really say much actually.
I put Junior in the car seat.
Of course you do.
Walk my baby in the backpack. Please do
In the
not
back of- what?
become some monster snack.
In the bag of holding?
If you're threatened, then I will attack. Make sure the bad things die. I don't know how to rhyme because I've got a charisma of 8.
So if you got any other questions, I'll do what I can. But I think Ash might have more answers for you. So if you got any questions, now's the time. Anyone?
Do you have a smithy who, or I guess maybe a tailor, who specializes in more or less creature pelts?
Well, that's not related to the to your job, but okay. You can find someone in the marketplaces.
Like someone who makes armor. I'm thinking on turning this carapace piece into like a shield, maybe.
By the way, if you want it to be a
It's big
medical
enough for
shield with some kind of appropriate thing like resistance to poison or some shit, that's a rare quality.
Mm-hmm.
I was curious myself, so I was looking.
Alright.
I'm not quite sure.
So I don't think having a shield would actually be problematic for me.
A rogue will walk with a shield. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Although,
Shield lock.
by the way, Lego, does your character have a warcaster? Have the warcaster feat?
I do not.
That means you're gonna have a hard time with certain spells because spells with somatic component requires a free hand. While apparatus is sort of fine because they can because they technically can use somatic components depending on the spell if they have like a tool in their hand. Make sense? Long story. So. Well. Yeah, she says like that. This is gonna be a bit more awkward than my first date. With my wife. Yeah, anyway, if you don't have any more questions, out you go. As for the payment, how would 300 gold sound with each of you?
The look the apparatus gives. Basically, it's like, so you're first you do the wage theft of everyone and the warforged, and then look at this new distraction. There's other warforged being murdered. You should go investigate that, and of course I'll pay you full price for that.
She shrugs.
So basically, imagine the Thomas had never seen this bullshit before. Thomas the Tank Engine. That meme. But because warforged, for the most part, have pretty expressionless faces. He's just radiating, or they're just radiating that energy, that vibe right now, though.
Just like
Oh wait, I have a casting focus. Does that?
casting focus, you still need a free hand, I think. That casting focus only covers materials without a price. Like say,
Just check to see if your spells have somatic components. Not all spells do.
SS.
Also, next level we get a feat.
S.
depending on whether or not you
Almost
have
all of them.
Welp! What about you, Huntford? Would you like to make any preparations before you set out?
Not at all.
Yeah, most of you are trained in in all sorts of investigative matters, and I'm sure some of you know a thing or two about medicine. So we're dealing warforged here.
Alfred was his hand.
Maybe.
-1.
Yeah. Not sure how much of you be here. You would be here, Abe. But if someone sees us smacking, you do the job. Oh, and you as well, Huntford.
Or chatting.
That too. Oh, that too. So,
I'm very persuasive and intimidating.
Can't think of anything else to do at the moment.
Also, I'm not going to get a feat next round because I'm going for Warlock 5.
which means, depending on how you choose unification, extra attack.
Well, I'm not going to go for that because that doesn't benefit from.
Although
Sneak
if
attack,
you
that's why I was like,
miss and you make another attack, you have another chance for a sneak attack.
Yeah. But I was also going to pick the Rune Reader one.
Oh, that's up to you.
Read anything. That sounds cool.
And you read the scroll of the Elder Scroll. Ow, my head. Yeah, so
I can talk to anyone, so might as well read anything.
well, just because you can read all languages does not mean you can speak all languages.
But that's what the telepathic link is for.
That's right. You're a Kalistar, right?
Yep, we used that last time. It's useful.
So yeah, I would like to cover the rest of the rest of the module for the next few sessions with Aaron. So would you like to end things off here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you all set out ready to start your investigation over at the Red Hammer. So yeah, so that would be at the end of this week's session. So how was it, everyone?
All right.
Fine.
Fine.
I hope you had fun. I hope you understand what I'm saying most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So Silicon, was it easy for you to understand what I'm saying? Silicon, are you there?
Sorry, I muted myself because my roommate asked me something and I forgot to unmute myself. Yeah, easy enough to understand.
Okay, good.
What casting implement do you use?
What did you say?
The roguelock.
Oh,
Me.
what do you use
Yeah, for what?
for your spellcasting focus? Do you have like
Oh, I got the Dark Shard amulet still.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna look through 5e tools, see what other things might
Do
be.
you have like? Do you also have an improved packed weapon invocation Lego?
Nope, never grabbed that.
That would be a useful one to have. Just saying.
What armor do you have?
None.
I got Armor of Shadows. I get to use mage armor at will.
Oh yeah, that's right. I love naked warlocks.
I'm just like a pirate in a suit. So
A fancy pirate. Well, you're not. But
I'll have a picture of him soon.
yeah. So the closest thing that we got is Hero Forge. Very useful. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
So anyway, I hope you have fun, everybody.
Yep.
And
It was
there,
good.
so I hope that that I've made up, all the combat, like constant combat, like every session or so with social encounters, role playing. I hope that makes up for it. And yes,
Yeah.
it's going to be a murder mystery. So yeah,
Woohoo!
so something
Alright.
different this time.
Yeah, nice change of pace.
Too bad I'm just exhausted today.
We're not the ones doing the murder for once.
Yeah, we will be doing murdering after we find the murderers.
Oh yeah. They're killing off warforged. As we all know, the proper response to genocide is counter-genocide.
Woof. So anyway, we'll be rating Dirk, who's streaming.
Commander Shepard, probably.
Fucking Batarians, I'll end you all!
And the Reapers, depending on the ending. Anyway, whoop! I didn't mean to spoil that didn't mean really to spoil that much for
You destroyed my home, Batarians.
Oh no!
When I was
spoiler,
just a
not today.
teenager. Now, I'm going to throw a fucking
4-year-old.
asteroid onto your planet.
Our greatest apologies for spoiling the decade-old game.
So anyway, we'll be rating Dirk. So have a good day, everyone. We'll see you next week with more D&D. All right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep.